You mentioned a moment ago you felt like the failure to pass the constitutional amendment on the corporate elimination of the federal income tax was due to a lack of education, and said that there would be enhanced efforts on that part. Would you comment? Julie Stokes came before the press club, and she, to her credit, she gave a very detailed presentation of exactly the impact of the elimination of the personal federal taxes and lowering of the rates. I put it out as a conservative blogger. I know numbers of others did. So could you comment on perhaps they were educated and that's the reason it didn't get through the legislature, and even the corporate version failed when it went before the voters? That maybe they did get educated.
It is quite possible that the voters were very well educated about the constitutional amendment and made a decision that the corporate federal deductibility was something that they wanted to keep in place. It's from the task force perspective, we didn't see a lot of coverage on the constitutional amendment and explaining what it would and would not do. So that is our reasoning, that we think that better education of what the changes are from a corporate income tax and individual income tax perspective would be. And also having a tool available that voters can go in, plug their information in, and see exactly what the impact of the proposed changes would be on their individual income tax. So those are some things that we've worked on developing. Expect that website that allows voters to go in and look at their own tax situation will be up and running after the first of the year, so that we really can start this conversation.
Well, could I have a quick follow-up? I assume the website would basically produce results where she broke it down by bracket, and it clearly shows a pretty substantial increase in the burden going from those making about $100,000 to $200,000 a year, and shows negative brackets for amounts from $0 to $50,000. And I assume that even though you would put the income in for your own situation, I would figure that it's going to produce these types of results. How would you then try to sell it to those that are in those particular brackets, but from $100,000 to $200,000, that it is shifting a significant tax burden onto them and generating an overall net increase of $18 million, according to the figures that she gave us?
Well, I think the document that you're referring to is one that Representative Stokes developed based upon a proposal that she put forward. It is not the exact same recommendation that we're making, and working to make sure that the impact across income levels is not extreme is something that we're hoping to do with this proposed change.
All right, thank you.